plants are the most beautiful, elegant, and minimal way of decorating your space. They just give the entire house a very cozy, minimal, and peaceful vibe. And the best part is they're extremely affordable. Once you buy your first indoor plant, you simply cannot stop. I have around 25 indoor plants right now, and in today's video, I'm going to share each one of them with you all. The first one is very special because this is the first one that I purchased. It's the ZZ plant and it is one of the best indoor plants. It's very low maintenance. It thrives in low sunlight and you don't have to water it very regularly. The leaves look perfect, they're symmetrical, they look waxy, they look vibrant and beautiful. I fell in love with it the moment I saw it and it will always be my favorite child. Next is this very popular fiddle pig plant. I bought a very small plant and ever since then it has grown up quite a bit. I love these leaf shapes. They're big, broad and they look really beautiful. The only thing that I was not aware of is that if it gets a lot of direct sunlight, the border gets burnt like this. But when I came to know about it, I have moved it away. So it gets a lot of sunlight but not bright sun anymore, so the new leaves that are coming out, they look perfect. Next is another very low maintenance plant, the money plants, and I have them all around my house. I have them in the bathroom, in the kitchen, on my dining table. It's just the perfect plant to add a pop of greenery without a lot of effort. So I have a plain money plant and two of these variegated money plants. So this yellow one is called marble money plant and the white is called money plant enjoy. So yeah, these are beautiful. I have some of them growing in water and also some of them growing in the soil. I also have 3 different varieties of snake plants and each one is very different from the other. I love snake plants because the leaves look so unique, each one is different from the other and the green is so intense and beautiful. I love staring at snake plants and they're also extremely low maintenance and thrives beautifully even in very low light or low watering condition. So if you're a beginner, this is an amazing plant to start off with. I also have 2 different varieties of Erica palm. These taller one makes such bold statement pieces. These are just like living statues that you can place around your house. I just love the long, beautiful green leaves and the way it kind of bends and it just looks like a friend, a person that's just sitting next to me. And then I also have this dwarf Erica palm which is small, compact and beautiful. Let's take a small break from the usual greenery and look at this vibrant croton plant. I have a lot of beautiful childhood memories associated with crotons. I loved playing with croton leaves and used it to decorate my doll house. And the best part is that every time a new leaf comes out, you don't know how it will turn out to be. So it's always surprising. So if you have a lot of green indoor plants and you want to add a pop of color, having a croton is the perfect choice. I also have 3 different varieties of syngonium in my collection. Now, syngoniums are very low maintenance. You will see them growing on the roadside and they also thrive well indoor because they don't need a lot of sunlight. Just watering them regularly keep the plants happy. The pixie variety packs a lush foliage. The pink one looks very colorful and finally this one with its marble pattern looks absolutely glorious. This one is called the red lipstick aglaonema and the red border perfectly contrasts against the green middle portion of the leaves. And the other aglaonema that I have is this one. I think it's called the green compact aglaonema. The leaves are green, long and very vibrant. And along with being vibrant and colorful, these plants are also great for air purification. I also have a lucky bamboo plant because I want to be lucky in life and become a very successful YouTuber. So I have placed it on the coffee table and this is kind of a centerpiece. It's the only decorative item that I keep on this table. It gets moderate amount of sunlight which is enough for it, and I make sure to change the water every other day, and yes, this plant is very happily growing. Another plant where the leaves spread out like fountain is this Philodendron Xanadu. The leaves have a very unique shape which makes it very unique and different from all the other plants around the house, and also the leaves are very long. They can grow up to 8 inches and they're very low maintenance and thrives in tropical weather. This is actually from Brazil, and this plant really thrives well in Indian climate, and I'm so happy to have this one in my collection. A month back, I added a tiny rubber plant in my collection, and ever since then I've patiently waited for a new leaf to come out, and I think finally it's happening. Rubber plants are perfect statement pieces for your house because the leaves are shiny and oval and they grow really tall and thin. So yeah, they look beautiful. I am waiting for this plant to grow, and once it does, I'm definitely going to give you an update. Another unique plant that I have in my collection is this broken heart plant. So when the new leaves appeared, they just look like any other normal leaves, but once they start growing, they start developing these pores which gives it a very unique pattern. So this plant is a creeper. When it was small, it looked compact and straight, but now it has started growing rapidly. So I'm planning to add a moss stick so that it can crawl up perfectly. Another new addition to my collection is this Dracaena coffee plant, and even though I love coffee, it has nothing to do with coffee actually. It's called a coffee plant because of its brownish green color. It is a compact bushy plant that thrives well in tropical weather like ours, and I have added it as a statement piece on my work table. I don't know if aloe vera qualifies as an indoor plant, but I keep this inside my house. It is very low maintenance. I water it twice every week and leave it beside the window, and the leaves look so healthy. Fresh aloe vera gel from the leaves can be used for a lot of skincare and hair care DIY, so I love having this in my house. Portulaca is the only indoor flowering plant that I have in my collection. Honestly, I am not a big fan of flowering plants, but I love these two Portulaca varieties for their leaf structures. I really love how they branch out, and these leaves are so fascinating. And the flowers are pink in color, so when a few flowers bloom together, it just looks like a mini garden. I also have this small spider plant. Now initially it was taking some time to adapt and adjust. I think I was overwatering it a little bit, so a few leaves turned yellow initially. But now a lot of new fresh leaves are coming out and the problem is not there anymore. I am just waiting for the spiderets to come out so that I can propagate them and hang them around the house. I had a similar problem with this bamboo palm also. This is a lot like Erica palm, but the leaves are a little thicker and the branching is a little less. So initially the leaves were turning yellow very frequently. I had no idea why this is happening. Probably it took some time to adapt to this new environment. But I cut off the yellow parts and now all the new leaves that are coming out, there is no problem with them. And yeah, I just hope that this will survive. Let me end the video with another one of my favorite child, which is currently in isolation. So this jade plant was one of the healthiest plant that I ever had. I did not have to worry about it at all. But in the rainy season, it got a mealybug infestation, and I have removed most of the mealybugs, but still it looks a little droopy and sad, but I hope it will survive. For now, I have moved it away from other plants so that the infestation does not spread. That is about it for this video guys. I hope you have enjoyed my indoor plant collection. Do let me know if you want to know more about how I care for my plants, where and how I purchase my plants, how I propagate them, and how I deal with various plant diseases. I will be happy to make that video. Let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite indoor plant. I will be back with another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.